In my hands are a pair of Air Trainer 1s. These are the first cross-training shoes ever made by Nike. They originally came out in 1987 and they were designed by Tinker Hatfield. Tinker's goal with this shoe was to create one pair of shoes that could be worn for all sorts of different sports. He went to the gym one day and noticed that people had a gym bag with running shoes, basketball shoes, different shoes to lift weights in, and he thought this was crazy and decided that he could make one shoe that could be used for all those sports. And these shoes were first made famous on the tennis court by John McEnroe. So even though McEnroe wore the first cross trainers, cross-training at Nike really quickly went to Bo Jackson as the star athlete. And the shoes in front of me are the first few pairs of signature Bo Jackson shoes. And let's check them out. So Bo Jackson was a huge two-sports athlete. He played professional baseball and professional football. And he played baseball for the Kansas City Royals, also for the Angels and White Sox, but he's most remembered as a Royal. And then he played football as a member of the Raiders. These shoes right here are really what people think of when they think of the first Bo Jackson Nike cross trainer. And you'll notice that they're this crazy bright orange, purplish blue color, very reminiscent of the 80s and early 90s. The colorway of this shoe was inspired by Bo Jackson's alma mater, Auburn. The Auburn Tigers, their jerseys match these shoes perfectly. These shoes are called the Air Trainer SC High. Nobody really knows what SC stands for. A lot of people think it's Supreme Court. I don't know, maybe one day Nike will have a glossary of all their crazy abbreviations. So anyway, this shoe was really popular when it first came out, and when I look at it, it reminds me of my childhood. Let's have a look at the next pair of Air Trainer SC Highs. You'll notice that this pair is black and gray, and they're the colors of the LA Raiders. And check out the number 34 on the heel. That was Bo Jackson's number. As a member of the Raiders, he was the star running back. His football career was cut short because of a hip injury, and he focused more on baseball. And on the baseball field, he played left field and also a designated hitter, and he was amazing. He's actually the only athlete ever to become an all-star in two major sports, baseball and football. And ESPN actually said that he was the greatest athlete of all time during his prime. Let's have a look at the next pair of Bo Jackson signature shoes. These are Air Trainer 2 SCs, and they're quick strikes, which means they're rare. These shoes also remind me of my childhood because this was the original colorway that the shoe was released in. Same deal, it was at a time where these neon colors were really popular, so were MC Hammer pants. I'm glad those aren't being retroed like these Nikes. But these shoes are sick, and they come with this really cool little plastic hang tag reminiscent of the way the shoes were originally released back in the day. You'll notice on these Air Trainer SC2s, Velcro. There's a Velcro strap on the front of the shoe, and that's the same deal with these Air Trainer 1s. And original cross trainers typically have this Velcro strap on here, and it's kind of strange that Bo Jackson's first shoes, the big cross-training athlete, doesn't have that signature Velcro strap. It's crazy. And even to this day, cross trainers are known for having that Velcro strap because it gives you added support, comfort. It kind of keeps you locked in there for all sorts of different sports. Let's check out the second pair of these quick strikes. This colorway is infrared. Infrared became famous first on the Air Max 90, also on the Air Jordan 6, and then of course on these Air Trainer SC2s. These shoes are sick. I love them. They also remind me of my childhood. Let me tell you, back in the day, if you didn't want to be like Mike, you wanted to be like Bo, and you wanted his shoes. And then the last pair that I want to look at are the Air Trainer 3 Bs. There are Air Trainer 3s and Air Trainer 3Bs. The interesting thing about this shoe is back in the day, it was actually called an Air Trainer SC. And later on, during the era of retros, they gave it the Air Trainer 3. This is in the Viotech Dandelion color. They were only released in Japan, and they are absolutely sick. And that wraps up the first Bo Jacksons. Like I said before, if you didn't want Michael Jordan's shoes back in the day, you wanted Bo Jackson's.